Welcome to the Ragecast.
So today is a special day. It is June the 11th, 2015, and this is the 10th. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th Ragecast that we've done.
You can count.
Fucking right, dude.
Past kindergarten.
Yeah, you passed it.
I haven't even introduced you guys yet, and you're already talking. Shut the fuck up. Wait. Anyway, it is. See, I told you, it's just good times. It is the 10th Ragecast, so if you have been listening, and clearly you have been, you know that we've done, well, 9 with the band, 1 with me, and Jeff will say that I overtook a Ragecast just for my own personal leverage.
Of course, because you can't shut the fuck up.
I can see that.
Amen.
For sure.
How you doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, man, it was fucking important for me to discuss it.
Do it.
Anyway, we got a lot on the docket today, so let's get right into the news. There's some very important stuff.
Yeah, the news is, hi, I'm Nelson Philippe.
Oh, fuck, again I forget.
Okay, asshole. No. I'm last. I'm always last. Go.
All right, let's try this motherfucker again. We are Desolate Rage. I am still George Souza, but forgetful.
Yeah, I already said my name.
Forgetful Susan.
I'm Marco Honorado.
Let me see. Last week I was, holy shit, I'm gonna come. The week before that, I was that guy.
That guy.
So I don't know, what the fuck am I this week?
I'm just getting the death.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come that guy?
Harry Bridges.
Combination of that guy.
Holy shit,
That guy's gonna come again. I'm Harry Balls this week.
Harry Balls.
Harry Balls.
Harry Balls.
Harry Balls on you.
And we have 2 fellas over here.
And you've seen, or you've heard, some extra noise going on here. We have... I can hear you, motherfucker. We have some special guests with us this evening. Our friends from My Hollow.
How are ya?
What's
Harry.
going on?
You can introduce yourselves. It's not the whole band, it's only 2.
Well, the only 2 that matter.
There you
Well,
go.
that's between you guys. I'm not getting in the mix of that one.
I'm Graham. I'm Greg, guitarist.
And Graham, what do you do?
Oh, I'm the vocalist.
Skin flute?
No
Yeah,
shit.
skin
He
flute.
plays a little bit of skin flute on the backup on the
Here
side
and
there.
there. You know, there's certain things I gotta do when they're fucking writing songs, right? Yeah.
It's G&G today. G&G.
It's the G&G show.
G&G show.
G&G show.
Got the guys from G-Spot here this evening. So we got our friends from My Hollow who were nice enough to come down and join us for a Ragecast, have a couple of beers, and listen to some tunes and shoot the shit.
Yeah, you guys are sounding pretty good, man.
Thank
Fuck.
you. Thank you. We didn't suck,
Yeah.
according to you.
Yeah, no, it was pretty decent.
And we got to hear a new song.
Yeah.
That's right. That was pretty bomb.
So let's get on with the brass tacks.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Okay, getting the nitty gritty. Let's start with the news, shall we? So, you guys have been hearing us talk over the last couple of Ragecasts about the short film Death Box that we were saying that our song is going to be in. Well, the poster is officially released, so we can officially tell you all what song it is. So let's see if I don't fuck this motherfucker up. The song is from Evolution's Mistake, and it's Truth Be Told.
That's the one.
Tables Turned. So that's the song that Mike decided he wanted to use in Death Box. So we're really excited. What we did find out today is the Fright Night Theater Film Festival, which is in Hamilton this year.
Hammer.
In the Hammer, will be premiering Death Box. So we are going to have to travel along the 403.
All 45 minutes down the road to Hamilton.
And get to check out Mike's film Death Box and get to hear our tune in it, which I'm actually really excited to.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty
I'm really
cool.
excited. Well, if My Hollow wants to be my guest
You're all there.
or my date,
we taking a
you're
limo?
kind of sexy, you know.
Limo?
Garbage truck.
That's my style.
But before all that happens, there's something else that's happening about 2 weeks from now. Actually, 2 weeks tomorrow. And that is June the 26th. And the reason our friends from My Hollow are here, which is their CD release of On Borrowed Time. So June 26th at the Rock Pile.
Got that shit.
All right.
3 years in the making, but it's done. It's fucking done, guys.
But the fucking shit's happening.
They're taking another 6 months on that.
Yeah, it's finally happening. It's finally happening. Feeling good about it.
And it's actually a special day for you guys as well because not only are you guys here, but you guys actually released your music video today for On Borrowed Time.
As well,
which is
yeah.
pretty fucking sweet, man. So
We
I
didn't
gotta
plan
say,
that shit. We didn't plan that shit.
That actually
Just
wasn't
happened.
planned. It was really strange.
Yeah.
Because Greg and I were talking. He's like, "Yeah, man, we're releasing on the 11th On Borrowed Time." I'm like, that's the same day you guys are coming down to the
Yeah,
city
I
for
know,
the
I
Ragecast.
know.
So
Nice, man.
the timing works out well. Same thing with us finding out about Truth Be Told being in Deathbox.
Yep.
All this happened in literally a couple of days.
Just
so
now.
Not
Special
just
fucking
now.
day.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
right
all
now.
happening just now.
Just
On the way to the
Everything's
studio.
Right now?
Just
Yeah,
happened.
right now.
Can we rewind that?
No.
Can't.
Oh, that's it. I
It
said
happened
it.
just now. That's right.
Now.
So, June 26th at the Rock Pile with My Hollow, and there are various special guests. So, Second Nature. Doors open at 7, if my memory serves me correctly.
7:30 actually. I think
7:30.
They
So
changed the time to
again,
7:30.
they changed the time. So, Second Nature goes on at 8 o'clock. Draft, they go on at 9. Our boys from Christ Complex go on at 10. Yours truly, Desolate Rage, is on at 11. And 11-ish.
Arabic-ish, yeah.
And at midnight, at the stroke
Or when we feel like getting off stage.
of midnight, or whenever we decide we're done playing.
Once we've stroked.
It's one of
we
those.
stroke.
Yeah.
Once we've stroked enough.
And it's midnight.
My Hollow will unleash
There you
what
go.
they call Unborrowed Time.
The whole album. Front
Yeah.
to
Are you
back.
guys actually playing the whole album?
Yeah,
beginning to end?
Whole album front to back.
Fucking
There you
A.
go.
That-
Nice,
Good for
man.
you.
Very cool. So check it out. What's $10?
$10.
You can get
10
tickets
bucks at
off
the
the
door.
bus. You can get
you can
tickets at the door. You can get tickets off the bands. Definitely come out. It should be one hell of a fucking good time. We know they've actually opened our CD release, so we are very honored and
Yeah,
honestly really appreciate you guys having us be direct support for
Well,
us.
you guys were like, that was the thing. It was like, if we're going to do it, you guys are the band that's going to be playing.
Yeah, we pretty much got, like one band that we really wanted to be able to play this show. So
It was Christ Complex, right?
yeah.
I thought so. See, I knew
they're-
that was the
They're
case.
actually a really good band. Actually,
They are.
They are a fucking
All
great
the bands
band.
are pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're very
So
good.
I've never heard
So how the
Draft
fuck
or
did you
Second
guys get
Nature.
dragged into it?
So
Yeah.
caught me right in my tracks too. I was just about to say
invited you.
who the
When
fuck
everyone
is
else
this?
said no, right? When all the other bands said we can't
Yeah.
make it,
So
then
pretty
they
much-
turned to us kind of thing.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, right?
Every other band turned us down, and we ended up with you guys.
Nice to know. You know what? It's nice to know. It's nice to know that we're.
It's awesome to have
second,
you guys on this bill,
second.
man,
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure. It's amazing.
Hey,
It's definitely
you guys
fucking
played
awesome.
ours on the 1st of February on a fucking snowstorm. So
Yeah.
hopefully it
But it
doesn't.
was still a good show. It was still a
Oh,
good
dude,
time.
it was.
We had a
I
blast.
had a blast.
Good
So
sound.
hopefully it doesn't monsoon.
It's
on
at
the
the Rock
26th.
Pile,
Imagine the
obviously.
weather would be amazing.
The Rock Pile has one of the best sounds in the city.
Yep.
On stage.
Pile of
So,
rocks.
it's gonna be a good sound. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good party.
So we're excited. Like I said, that's the 26th of June, and we'll be there. Somebody will be rocking with his cock out.
Probably me.
That's
Probably
that's why I said somebody.
It's probably gonna be Graham.
No, I'll be honest.
it's anybody,
if
it'll
anyone's
be
getting
Graham.
naked, it's going to be me.
It'll be Graham. For
You're
sure.
gonna wear the purple.
So if anyone wants to see that,
Are you gonna wear the purple bunny suit?
I don't know. Maybe I'll bust out the bunny suit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I'm just saying.
I also have a Speedo that I wear, so I called it.
yeah,
I called it the disco Speedo.
There's different stages of Graham.
yeah,
Put it that way.
3 stages. Like Greg has 3 stages. I have 3 stages.
Yeah, I just got a really bad.
I got drunk. I got bunny suit. Then I got
Oh,
Speedo.
man.
All right.
Greg's got.
And that would be the end of the news. We stop there before Graham starts making advances to Nelson.
Hey, are those the Speedo?
It can happen.
No, I'm ugly, man. It
Night's
won't
still young.
happen.
Night's still young. Night's still young.
I'm
bro.
ugly. It won't happen.
I don't care about looks.
He could do better than me. Yeah.
Looks don't mean nothing to me.
I'm fucked. No.
Hey, are those the Speedos you were wearing? Those pictures you guys posted from Vegas?
In
Oh,
Vegas?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Are those
I
Speedos?
was rocking that Speedo
Oh
all
my
down the
God.
strip in Vegas.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole time.
Yeah, right actually.
I didn't even take that
In the
thing. I
hotel.
started a dance party in Circus with that
Oh,
thing.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ. That was for Sean's
Bachelor.
bachelor party.
It was amazing.
Did you say bachelorette party? You fucking did too.
Maybe.
No, bachelor party, and he's actually still gone. On
Is
his,
he?
On his honeymoon.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
Hawaii.
You
That's
probably
why he's
He's
here.
fucking Hawaii.
You probably
right now.
positioned him all bad and everything and just.
Yeah, no, he had a blast. We all had a blast in Vegas. It was an amazing time.
Awesome. Awesome.
GTs.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with that. So, them's be the news, which is actually pretty busy considering like there's a lot of cool stuff going on. Not only your news, but even for us, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
That usually segues into what?
Oh yes, how could I forget?
That usually segues into something.
Nelson's shitty joke episode.
Right out. My
yours.
joke time?
I guess.
Okay, well, my first joke is.
Hold on, he's
What's
doing
this
two.
first shit?
He's doing two jokes.
Yeah, I'm gonna doosh it out because we have guests, and one of the guests is like, I like shitty jokes, so.
So
I'm
you're
like,
taking advantage of
yeah,
this and
I'm
you're gonna do two.
totally milking that cow.
I was the one that said I like two shitty jokes.
Yeah.
So your first shitty joke?
Okay, go.
Actually made me proud to know that shitty jokes run in the family, and this came from my niece, Sophia, 7 years old there, and she's like, Tio, why can't Elsa from the movie Frozen, why can't Elsa hold a balloon? And I'm like, I don't know why, and she's like, she let it go, let it go.
That's fucking terrible.
That's terrible.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Mission accomplished
No,
on that.
but-
You know what though?
But that came from
I
my
got it
niece.
from
I got kids.
No, but hold on.
I got kids that, and my daughter loves Frozen, so I find that funny.
Credit where credit is due. Because last Ragecast, Nelson's shitty joke
Wasn't that
actually
shitty.
wasn't that shitty.
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay. So,
And my niece is doing that shit, bro.
He's hiding behind the fact that his niece told him
I
the
know.
joke, so I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
say it sucks. That's
Yeah.
why you fucking did
Yeah,
it.
That's-
fuck you, don't say
okay.
it sucks, okay? Now this one sucks.
okay, so
go,
hold
go.
on.
This one came from...
Number two.
Came from a super at a construction site. And I was just like, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, yes, that's dirty. That's dirty. So, a hooker walks into a hospital because she thinks she might be pregnant, right? So she asks the doctor and does a test. The doctor's like, yeah, you're pregnant. She's like, okay. And the doctor's like, can I ask, do you know who the father is by any chance? And the hooker looks at the doctor, she's like, you fucking kidding me, doc? You eat a can of beans. You can tell which one bean made you fart?
Fucking serious right now.
Yeah, that was so cheese. I was like, yes, that's a good one.
And this segues into Jeff's rebuttal of Nelson's shitty jokes of the episode.
I can't wait to hear this.
Oh fuck.
Assuming you have one.
I'm at a loss for words right now on how fucking shit that was.
That's fucking bad.
The first one.
What
because it's a
does
7-year-old
beans?
I don't-
Eating beans and farting.
Well,
What
she's
the fuck does
she's
that
a
have
hooker.
to do?
She's
The
a
cum
hooker.
shots
Are
into
you
the
telling me you
JJ.
didn't get the
She's
joke?
a-
Because I didn't get it.
She's a hooker. She fucks multiple people.
Right.
People. So if you eat a can of beans, you could tell which one bean made you fart. You can single out the father. You guys don't get it? Well, I got it. And it was
I got it, and I can't believe how shit that was.
I got it.
That has nothing to do with how advanced we are up here. It has everything to do with how unadvanced.
You know what the best part of this whole thing is? Throughout this
It is what it is. It came from another dude. It was
You know what?
cheese.
I like it.
the best part of this
I
whole
got
thing
two
is
shitty jokes.
Greg's been laughing the whole fucking time. Greg clearly doesn't get enough jokes. Like, is it always serious in I Swallow? I mean, my home?
I swallow.
You got jokes there?
Well, I
No, it's not Graham's shitty jokes.
no, that's all you. You got it. You got it.
All right, so those were, wow. Nelson's shitty joke of the episode.
I don't know what to say for once in my life. I don't know
And
what to fucking say.
Jeff's rebuttal is clearly, I don't know what to, dude, I don't blame you. Like, normally we snicker or giggle or I laugh, that both of them were so fucking terrible. Like, Marco's actually got it. If we could take a picture of Marco's face, he actually looks annoyed that these weren't semi-funny.
Yeah, they weren't fun.
I think we need to start all over
No,
again.
we don't.
Wow.
No, we don't.
He'll just come up with an even shittier joke. So let's just leave it at that. Move on. Shall we?
All right, that was
Mission accomplished,
dude,
though, bro.
Hides behind his
Shitty
niece.
joke.
I know.
Hides behind his niece. So I
want
can't say
shitty
shit about
jokes?
that
I'll
one.
give you fucking
Okay.
cheesy, shitty jokes.
I can't say shit about the first one because my niece said it. So what am I gonna say? That's fucking stupid. I can't say that.
Hey man, go yell
And then
at
you
the
bust
super.
some shitty ass fucking construction site beans and cum shots and who's the
Oh,
father.
you make me feel bad because I said that first one was fucking terrible, but I forgot it was.
You can say it was terrible, just don't say it fucking sucked.
No, I know. No offense.
Little kid.
For a 7-year-old, that's all right, actually.
Welcome to a rage cast.
I don't know.
Nelson's
he's
hiding
trying.
behind.
First one was
45
bad.
minutes of this.
Seriously, the first one wasn't too bad.
No, you were still
terrible.
laughing on the second one, though. Because you've been on those sites, haven't you?
He probably heard that joke last week. At work,
It was probably his super.
Like, yeah, I know that one.
It's probably Greg's fucking joke. That's how it got circulated around.
Yeah,
Could be.
doesn't want to take credit for it. No,
I've started a lot of things in life.
All right, let's
moving along.
moving right along. Thank you, Nelson.
Moving along.
Well,
And next we have.
Ask Ragecast. We got 2 questions today. First one's from David D'Angelo. His question is, you guys have been playing for years now and have gotten a lot more technical. Have you guys ever considered going back to the older original songs and remaking them? Personally, always liked Bloodbath. That's an oldie. Fuck.
that is an oldie.
All right, who wants to start this one?
I was giving you guys a chance.
I could
Fine.
start. No, I'll start.
Okay,
this
go.
one.
I was giving you guys a chance.
Yeah, but you're like, you're like, fuck, you're jittery ass George. He's like, like, I'm dying to say something.
Say about Bloodbath.
Fuck, I love blood.
I think like most bands, we got technical as the years go by, right? As the years go by, you get more technical. You know, you improve, you get tighter as a unit. Going back to the original songs, I think the reason we never really thought of remaking them is because a lot of them were written in E tuning, which kind of makes it hard since we've changed a lot. Our tuning's changed, right?
Yeah, when you transpose it,
So that kind of makes it a little harder
doesn't sound the same.
to be in that mindset and writing an E again or transitioning the E into our drop tuning. But that's my take on it anyway.
Yeah, we've actually fucked around with it a couple times. We've tried.
Yeah.
We've taken a couple of old tunes, tried to play them in new tuning, and it just didn't work.
It was only. I think there's only one, maybe two. So one is actually on Evolution's Mistake, which is Straight Jacket, but we didn't even revamp it.
We just
like,
rewrote
we
the fucking
rewrote the
thing.
fucking song,
Yeah.
and the only thing that's the original from the original part is the lyrics.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, the actual song itself is fucking brand spanking new, and we did it with.
We've taken parts. We've actually
Yeah.
gone back and like, oh, that's a cool part. You know, if it sounds good in D, we'll just keep it, kind of thing.
Fuck. Oh, Betrayal. Betrayal was the only other song we ever transposed into.
Yeah, when's the last time we played that song? At least, what, 3-4 years since we
Mm-hmm.
played that song?
More than that, probably. So I don't know. I mean, would I ever want to go back and retool? I mean, I think so. Greg, we've known you the longest, but I think even in my holo, when we were talking about On Borrowed Time, you guys said, yeah, we took the songs from the EP and re-recorded them.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that they're going to be the same, because I mean, I know they're going to be the same songs, but you guys would retool. It's 2 guitar players instead of 1. There's different ideas flowing, different headspace. I mean, the recording is a snapshot in time.
Yeah.
So I think from our perspective, we've never written or we never recorded any of those songs. So retooling it would be taking parts more than anything else.
Yeah.
Kind of like it. Yeah, exactly.
Although I gotta admit, I would love to retool Bloodbath. Now that Dave mentions it, because
Could be done.
it is one of my. It's one of those
That
songs
was
that
one
I
of
always
our-
really enjoyed.
One of those songs you hate to let go.
It's an oldie.
You know,
It's an old song, and it just had some really cool parts, and it was one of the first songs I ever learned to play when I
Yeah.
joined this band.
Yeah, that's not the case for us though. Like we had plans for that to be the demo, and then for it to come into to be the part.
So
of
you
the
guys
album.
actually did want it to be part of the album?
Yeah, and then just things
Yeah.
got delayed, and like it was supposed to be the demo for the album, right? But then it's like that's why. Yeah, it's not like we wanted to revamp it. You know what I mean? We just
we
did it
ended up
because-
revamping it,
because
re-recording
things
the whole
that,
thing.
I had kids, and we had to wait on writing the album. We had to wait on finishing writing
Yeah,
the album.
no,
right?
totally.
So we didn't want to let those go to waste. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
the EP was to have something.
Exactly.
You know, you gotta have something.
It sounded, dude, the EP sounded awesome.
Yeah,
So,
but it was
but
just like
for
I
you
said,
guys, I get it.
It was just me on guitars on the EP, right? So now we have Lenny, and like we wanted to have like everything with
Yeah,
Lenny, right?
cool.
So yeah, man, we're pretty happy with it.
I think that
Sounds
answers.
sounds bomb.
Yeah, man. At
Oh,
least
I can't wait for you guys to hear the album.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Album turned out really good.
So that would be. I think we answered Dave's question. I mean, yeah, we've gotten more technical. Revamping songs is honestly one of
Not
those.
gonna work too much. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really work.
Those are lost in time, those songs.
Oh yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
we have.
'Cause we never recorded them either, so
We have
good
live,
luck trying to
live
remember how they
recordings of
sound.
them. I mean, we have live recordings of them, but it's never.
We forgot how to play more songs than some bands have
Not
songs.
nec- no, no,
Like
not
that's how many
Definitely,
old songs we
man.
had.
You write so many
Not
songs
necessarily.
Over the year. Good luck.
Well, dude. Okay, so you've known us.
Yeah.
Sorry, you, Greg. You've known us since 2005.
So
Easily,
that's
yeah.
10 years that we've known just you specifically. I like you better though.
Yeah, I'm more handsome.
Well,
You're a little taller too.
Yeah, I got the height.
You know what, dude?
Fuck yeah.
If we were to tune up, if we were to tune back up, and we all start practicing them, they would just come back because we played them.
Really?
For
We haven't played some of these songs in over a decade, dude.
Think
and-
about it. We were our
Well, they
brains.
definitely
We were
would
younger.
come back, but the thing is like, okay, your
and we
writing style
practiced
has
them
become
so many
much more
times.
sense.
And what I want, and I think that's the thing. Our writing style has changed from 2005 to now.
Of
So I mean,
course.
even songs that we used to play on Nemesis,
Right.
we don't play any of them now. I mean, we might play one or two here and there, but generally speaking, there's an evolution of the band. You tend to have an evolution of your writing style and what you like and don't like.
Plus,
Right?
we have a lot of fucking songs.
It almost feels weird to go back.
It does.
A little bit.
It does. It almost feels you don't want to.
It's kind of nostalgic.
You've done it. You've passed it.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
It's fun for a little bit. You get a little bit of nostalgia. You rehearse it. You play it once or twice. It's like, okay, cool, yeah. But I mean, to throw it in the set, you throw that song into the set and you listen to the set.
Well,
as
that's
you're listening
like
to it and you're like,
Yeah, but you know what,
Something's
guys?
not right.
This touches upon an interesting topic as well because now you kind of know how like the big bands
I was
should
just
feel,
gonna say that. I
right?
was gonna say, how do you think Iron Maiden feels when they're like, play Run to the Hills?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
exactly.
Do they really have to fucking keep playing that?
Yeah, that's my.
goddamn song
That's
every
exactly
time
my
they play
point, right?
live?
It's like the fans want to
Unless
hear the
you're
old,
Slayer.
like you got to think of it that way too, right?
unless you're a band like
A
Slayer,
lot of
whose
your fans and
recipe-
shit might want to hear your old stuff, right?
Yeah.
And for
But their
you as a
recipe hasn't
player, you're
really
like, fuck
changed
that,
either,
you know.
man.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Unless
Slayer,
you're a band
yeah.
like Slayer whose recipe hasn't changed, although they've evolved a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So I think that answers Dave. Let's
Alright,
go on to the
we'll
next
go to
one.
the next one. This is from Tracy Grattan. The question is, you guys always seem to be picking and joking around with each other during the Rage cast. Is it always like that, or do things ever get heated between you guys?
Fuck you, George.
Case closed.
There you go.
I think the only time that things ever got heated is when I rested my balls on George's chin.
That's some serious heat. Serious heat.
That was some fucking heat right there, but
Wow.
I don't
Then he
know.
teabagged me. 2 for the price of 1.
You know what? When Nelson got the coxicles,
No.
Oh my
When
good lord.
I got mad at Marco, I wanted to throw his drum kit at his head, personally, at his head. One piece at a time. When he forced his ass crack on my nose.
I totally forgot about that. Thunk.
That's hot.
I didn't want to leave you out, man. You know what I mean?
I was like,
But on a serious note, I mean, yeah, we've had our spats, but I've never really gotten too serious anyway.
so to answer your question, no, we're pretty good with each other and we're close. We never fight.
Look, every family has their own issues.
Pretty
no,
much,
but I mean,
yeah.
like we all go through it.
We're
We all
more
have
like
our own
family,
spats. We
yeah.
all have our own bad days when you walk in. It's like I don't want to fucking be here, and then someone says the wrong thing, and it just gets a little. There's tension.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, how you hear the Rage casts is pretty much what it's like all the motherfucking time.
You guys are
Yeah.
lucky. You don't have to deal with Sean. You guy's an asshole.
We have to deal with No, it's honestly, it's. I mean, it's actually a good question because I mean, if you listen to it, we sound like a bunch of jokers on the Ragecast. So
Pretty
clearly,
much.
someone,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
is
how we are
figuring it
most
out.
of the time.
That's
really.
pretty much the way it is. I mean,
But that's, I mean, when we're playing, even though we joke around, there's, you know, there's a time to joke around. There's time to.
I'd say
be
we have
serious.
more like disagreements than
Yeah.
full blown.
arguments.
Yeah, like
Like-
we don't throw shit at one another because we're so angry. Like it's,
yeah.
never gets to that point. It's,
Plus, I think we're too damn tired at the end of the week.
Well, I don't know.
like
You
back
know
in
what
the
I
day,
mean?
I
Everybody
remember.
works.
I remember one incident though between you and me.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Years ago,
Well, even during Evolution's mistake.
me and
Nelson
Marco.
I-
No, me and Marco got into a bit of a.
Was that the throwing of the bass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw his drumstick at me, and I threw my bass at his drum kit. But that was years ago. That was a long time ago.
This is before my time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's,
This is before.
That's like.
This is
pre-
before George, but that's
This is
pretty much it. That's
pre-2000.
as
Yeah,
far.
it's like going back to 98,
Yeah, that's as far as that went. though.
97.
Back when
98.
Jeff was just a heated monster.
Well, we've known each other for so long that
No,
we
dude,
have
that's
the
some
respect.
serious. I'm serious.
Yeah, well, we both have short fuses.
See that bass over there?
That's the result of that?
That's another bass I destroyed. 'cause I
That bass, the neck snap was snapped clean off. Nelson actually screwed it and back on. But yeah.
bit of a temper, but I'm better now.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it generally, even during Evolution's Mistake when we recorded it, last year, or the year before,
When we
Nelson and
recorded
I had it out
Yeah.
on more than one occasion, and then it finally came to a head in
Studios
here.
bring that out in bands, though.
It finally
There's
came
always
to a head in
the
here. We talked
disagreements
about
on
it. I think our argument lasted a whole 3 seconds before it was like, dude, I'm not doing this, man. Like, you spend too much time with your bandmates to be always at each other's throats. And the intent of being in a band, not only is it to write music, but it's also to have a good fucking time.
Yeah.
It's a stress reliever.
But that's how we roll. Everybody rolls differently.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right?
totally, right?
Well, I mean, like for us, I mean, a lot of times, like especially writing and recording is a stressful time. That's
fuck
that's a hard time.
That's the
Yeah.
hardest. That's
Like
like
jamming for us, like meeting, getting together, and jamming.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just hanging out,
No, but
shooting
when-
shit with the boys, and it's good. But when it's down to business,
Yeah.
it can get a little hard. And I
Yeah.
mean, it ends up like with us especially, like one guy ends up doing a lot more work than the others, which is Sean. You know, the guy does all the recording, all of the mixing. Like he handles.
Right, he does a lot of shit.
He does a lot of shit. So, you know, we basically got to.
We're pretty much just along for the ride.
Yeah, we got to sit pretty tight because you know he gets pretty stressed out, and I get it because he's doing more work than anyone. So it's.
Yeah, but each guy has their own strength, right? We all bring something to the table.
Yeah, that's what he
And
does.
It's the same
That's
thing
what
with
he
us.
does, and
Right?
he's great at it.
It's the same thing with us. We all bring something to the table.
No, yeah, exactly.
You pull
It's
your
a brother
weight
shit, man.
based on you pull your own weight and what you're tasked to do or what you're supposed to do in your percentage of the band. Somebody's always gonna do more, or else I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I don't know, man. I think it's honestly a good question because we are usually joking around, but yeah, there are heated moments. So that's
Rare, though.
rare, yeah. It's actually a cool, interesting. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy, for the question.
So those are the 2 questions.
Love you, Tracy.
As always, you can fire off questions at #AskRagecast or send us an email at desolaterageband@hotmail.com. And since we brought you guys down here, we figure, I don't know, we've been sort of yapping back and forth, and Greg keeps looking at me like he wants to give me a kiss. It's okay. I love you too. I know.
Sweating from his brow right now.
I know he is.
Playing hard to get, man.
I know. Because he knows what's coming.
Well, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, now we got you boys here. So why don't you guys tell us about On Borrowed Time, since this is yo. Oh, great! They're looking at each other.
Oh no, I got it. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, it's fucking go, bro.
What do you want to know? Like, what do you mean?
Well, okay, so we know that it's got the 4 songs off of the EP,
Yes.
which I'm actually excited. Me personally, I'm excited to hear because I'd like to hear what it sounds like with Lenny playing on them.
Yeah, and that was the big thing about it. Like, we don't want people to buy the album and look at it and go, well, I already have these songs. Because, I mean, the whole point of an EP usually or a
I already
demo.
have these songs.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Like, it could go out to, that could be, how many people, 500 people that have that EP, opposed to, thousands of people that could have the album.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Well, yeah, and the whole thing's changed. Like, it's not the same. Like, everything was re-recorded from scratch, including drums, everything. Totally redone. But the new songs on the album are what's obviously the selling point of it, because most people have never heard them.
I was kind of hoping for Kings with No Castles.
Kings was on there.
Yeah, good. That's the one I want to hear.
Yeah, well, no, you want to hear the new ones.
No, I want to hear Kings.
No, fuck
You
Kings.
got
are
to
not-
hear
You want to hear the new ones.
You got to hear Way Through the Thorns.
Wade Through the Thorns, you'll fucking love that song.
Yeah,
I love that song.
History of Violence. There's a new one for you. One that you've never heard.
Probably
History
not.
of Violence. I don't think too many people have heard it. A couple people have been to our last, I think, 3 live shows.
Yeah,
I think
we-
someone
we haven't
posted
heard it.
that.
We haven't yeah, we've
I
been
think
playing
someone
it.
posted
Yeah,
that.
we've
I
been
think you guys
playing
played
it
in
around.
Windsor or something.
We've been popping these songs around in the local scene anyways, too. You know what I mean? So a lot of people might recognize these songs, but you got to think about the big picture too, right?
Yeah, totally.
Anyways, the album turned out amazing. People are going to love the artwork.
Was it your fiance that did
Yeah,
it?
my fiance did all the artwork. She painted everything for us. The artwork looks phenomenal.
Did an amazing job, man.
Just looks incredible. Just
Yeah,
pops.
she's a huge talent.
Well, she
Huge
did.
help.
She did the EP as well.
She did
She's
the
done
EP.
all of it.
She's done all of our artwork.
She's done all of
pretty
our
much
artwork.
everything we do. Jen
From the
does.
start, man. Like that, right there, that bird and everything
Well, it
on
was-
the EP, that symbol
I
there.
actually, when I was at your house,
And
I
it
actually
looks
saw that.
and it looks a lot like the fucking goddamn
looks
Desolate
looks
Rage.
a little familiar. I didn't want to say anything. I
swear
know,
she didn't
I
take it.
know it's an M and a Y and an H, I was just kind of like, oh yeah, that kind of looks a little familiar with the goatee and the John.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to say anything to you. I mean, it's pretty.
It
I
is
also want to
it's
throw
awesome.
I want to throw a huge shout out to Matt A. McKenzie, Kitchen Table Media. He was the guy that mixed and mastered the album for us.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the
He's Graham's buddy.
Wasn't he the guy from Threat Signal? Weren't you guys
No,
talking about working with Threat
we,
Signal?
we, we did, and it just ended up being a time thing that just didn't work out. We had it scheduled to work with him for so long, and then Greg once again had kids, and everything got delayed. And to tell you the honest truth, like originally John Howard, we were talking with him about getting it done from Threat Signal, and things got delayed, and to tell you the truth, we felt like a bunch of assholes.
Because Greg had kids.
And it just so long down the road, and it's just like we didn't even.
Well, we didn't. We just found Lenny too, and like there
Yeah,
was, you know,
we didn't feel like asking him. We're just like, you know what? It's been too long. He doesn't give a shit. We're just gonna move on. And my buddy Matt is he's in BC, and he knows what he's doing. He's just a fantastic guy to work with. And as soon as I asked him, I was like, do you feel like mixing and mastering our first full length album? Because he was on board right away. So
Badass, man.
huge shout out to him. He did a great job. It sounds huge.
Well, I mean, I think we saw the video today from Borrowed Time, and I mean, just listening to the song via the video, it's fucking fantastic, man. I mean, honestly, and I mean, we've watched not only My Hollow grow, but I mean, like I said, we've known Greg since 04, 05. So we saw the old renditions and the old bands that he was in, and there is definitely an evolution from what Greg used to be doing to what My Hollow was originally doing to what you guys are doing today.
yeah, definitely.
Is a
total. We've grown a lot over the years.
It's a total evolution. And I mean, even with the addition of Lenny, who is, I mean, watching him play he's a fucking awesome guitar player, and he adds a dynamic that, as opposed to just being your stock rhythm, he definitely adds a lead dynamic, which is really cool because Greg, you also have that lead component. You have the little man lead syndrome. Trust me, I know what it's like. No, but it's you see that dynamic, right? It's like even with Nelson and I.
Yeah.
Like it's got that similar feel. You guys feed off of each other's playing.
Yeah.
And it works
sure, man.
it works really well.
Yeah, you have to have that. You have to have that in it's the only way you can write music together.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Well, and that was what we lacked on the EP because Greg did both guitar parts.
Yeah.
So it made it kind of sucky, right?
He kind of shit the bed on it.
Hey, listen. You know what? It was good. It was good. It was good for what it was. And, you know what I mean? Like,
But now, you know, you'll hear a huge difference. As soon as you hear recordings with Lenny on them and the two guitars, the different tones, everything, it just mixes so well.
Sweet.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
So I mean, we're 2 weeks away, boys.
2 weeks
2 weeks away.
It's gonna be an awesome show. It's gonna be a fucking beautiful celebration.
Couple of surprises, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, there's gonna be some surprises. Definitely some giveaways. We got some giveaways to hand out. We have some prizes. Actually,
Yeah, we're doing a raffle.
we're doing a raffle. Okay, so we're probably gonna be giving out lots of hugs and high fives.
Hugs. Hugs and high fives.
Save lives.
All at the same time?
These dudes get
Yeah,
high
it could be.
fives.
It could be low fives, high fives.
It's kind of
hugs.
cool that we mentioned the artwork too
Pass
because Jen is actually doing an original piece of artwork to raffle off.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
fucking A,
And
awesome.
it's a beautiful piece. We've actually seen it.
We haven't seen it finished yet. But
Well,
Oh, sweet.
we've seen
That's fucking awesome.
we've seen what it's starting to look like. And it's
I know. I mean, like, I don't want to speak for the whole band, but I know we're excited. Like, just based on, everything we've been working on. It's also, I mean, it's not only a special day for you guys, but like we told you earlier, it's a special day for us because Marco's birthday is the day before. So
That's right.
not only is it a CD release party,
That's right.
it's
Birthday
Marco's
Get an old
birthday
motherfucker.
every time we play with you guys,
There's a birthday.
It's a fucking birthday.
I've never played with you guys and not heard the birthday song. Every fucking time, man. It's a given. Even tonight, you guys are like, oh, we're gonna be playing a birthday. I'm like, what the fuck's birthday is it this time?
You see, you thought I was bullshit.
I thought you were lying. I thought you were fucking with me. You're like, it's Marco's birthday. I was like, fuck Marco.
So I mean, it's honestly I'm super stoked because not only do we have like Draft and Second Nature, and then Christ Complex is a fucking badass band as well.
Yeah.
But then the two of us together, which
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
mean,
be a
we've
fun
always
show.
said it since day one. There's such a cool. There's like, and Greg, you can appreciate this from back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
There's a cool, respectful competition, and there's
Yeah.
a mutual respect for each other. So there's always this pushing and pulling,
Oh, yeah.
and it's always this. No. Tonight I want to fucking lay it. I want to lay my balls out and I'm gonna show you what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I did to you when they heated up in here.
You know, and then you guys go on.
That's
Round of tea bags.
No, man, there's always
Well, you know what I mean?
that
And then
thing.
you
There's
guys
always
go on.
been that
It's like,
thing.
whoever goes on next has to fucking.
Like
gotta
definitely,
step
like
up.
with every
fucking
band, like even like with the old band, fucking when we played, like it would be like fucking. One night we would headline, the next like
We would headline, and it was always a back and forth.
And we knew after going once you guys were done, I'm like, fuck, man. We can't. No, you know what I mean. It's like we can't take it easy. We gotta show
Yeah,
it,
you gotta
right?
give her. Yeah, you
Well,
gotta
and,
give her.
it was the reverse. I remember playing the show with
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah.
and your old bass player comes up to me. He's like, I don't want to follow that.
Of course, man. That's
And I'm
always.
like, yeah, but how many times did we have to turn around and follow you guys?
But we're all buddies. You know what I mean?
but it
Like,
was
we're
never
all,
an
like,
angry
fucking-
thing.
Yeah.
It was always like a very cool respect.
I love it.
Dude, I have no.
I love it.
That's
I want
George and
nothing
his
more than to,
competitiveness.
play
We're-
after you
I'm
guys.
slightly competitive.
Pushes you.
We're not like
Because
that.
it
We don't
fucking
give a fuck.
drives me. Like every time. I love playing after. I love playing for you guys too. I'll take out a spot, but playing after you guys.
I like playing shows with good bands.
Is what fucking
Good
motivates
bands,
me
like
on
stage.
stage.
You
Like
gotta-
I get fucking pumped up. Like that's.
I like watching
From
you
the
guys
opening
a lot.
band to the headliner, like if it's a good
sucks
lineup,
playing
it's
after you guys.
it's really awesome playing.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
No, I'll tell you
It
why.
sucks.
No,
It
I'll
sucks.
tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Greg's a shitty guitar.
No, because
Single fingers. Shut up. Look at all the single finger shit.
listen, it sucks playing after you guys because I gotta fucking be in the back warming up while you guys are on stage,
Fair.
and I don't get to enjoy your.
That's
guys'
another.
set.
That's another shitty thing, man.
That sucks,
It
yeah.
is hard to do that because like.
That really sucks because then it's like, oh,
Oh, you're
fuck.
busy. You're doing
I gotta
your
be
own
back
shit.
there
You
cleaning
gotta
up,
prep.
fucking warming up.
See, but we'd never. I mean, even
You
from
know
our
what I mean?
perspective, I'd never be offended if it was
No,
one of
but
those
then
things.
I
where
You
don't
watch
it's
the
like-
first couple of tunes and then
and that's what it
go
is.
back
That's
and
what
warm
it
up.
is.
I always
That's
make
always,
sure.
that's always what it is. Watch the first couple of tunes.
yeah, and then
And
go
then
back
I
and
gotta
do
It
your
doesn't
thing.
matter what band, any band.
Gotta go
I
do your
always
hair,
make sure I
makeup.
at least watch a couple of songs before I go.
Put on your list.
Yeah, I try to do the same.
Gotta put on my fucking
It's
high
a mutual
heels.
respect I think you show any band. You
Yeah, of
always
course.
make sure you
You
show
try to
face for a
support
couple
each
of songs.
other.
You
Yeah,
don't
of
have to
course.
stand there their whole set.
No, because you wouldn't appreciate that either, right? Like,
But I honestly,
Yeah.
I
you know,
think
if you guys are on stage, you want some of the other bands to check you out too, and just give you that respect back, kind of thing, you know.
I don't know, man. For me, it's. I think it's like what Jeff said. When there are good bands on the bill, it makes life so much better.
Really?
It makes playing a show where, I mean, egos aside, and everyone's a good fucking musician. Some people are better than others. I mean, that's not what we're talking about. But you get good fucking bands on a bill. I don't give a fuck who it is. I mean, we played. You guys ever heard of a band called Voltang? They're from Hamilton. Their genre is called raunch and roll.
I like that.
Yeah, so dude,
pretty
we
good,
played
man.
with them at the Smiling Buddha, and they watched our entire fucking set, and then we pretty much watched theirs.
Yeah.
And they're like down on speed.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you understand
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's like southern.
The band down.
but on
on
speed. It's like
A little faster.
a little faster.
So Phil Anselmo on speed because he's not on heroin.
Kind of.
Yours, I think. Flip it.
No.
It's mine.
Dude, it's funny because we finished playing, they're like, holy fuck, that was so much fun. And then they played, and I'm like, these guys are fucking awesome to watch. They put on a good show. And I think that's really what it comes down to is good bands that put on a good performance. Doesn't matter what genre or style. It's always better when there's a genre or style that both bands mesh well. Like I've always found that our two bands mesh well together
Yeah.
because we do.
Well,
Right,
it's
so-
an energy thing, man. Like,
Totally. You feed off of it, right?
I don't know. Like for me, energy is everything on stage, and some bands. I'm not going to mention any names, but I've seen some bands before, and they just kind of like drain the energy out of the room.
Yeah, it sucks.
And a lot of it has to do with just the way they present themselves. Lead singers sometimes are the worst for it. They think the best thing to do is to get up on stage and curse at everyone.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just like, what are you doing?
It's not to say that you gotta be classy on stage, but
No,
you
you
gotta
don't
have a
have to
little
be-
bit of.
Yeah,
Right?
you know,
There's the time and place.
People are there to
There's
see you. You
there
can't be
is, for
throwing
sure.
F-bombs.
And some
yeah.
some bands throw themselves under the bus. You know, they do it to
I've
themselves the
seen
second they get on stage, and it just turns people away.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing, I don't care how heavy and hardcore and badass you are, the best thing you can do is have like a positive.
Oh, definitely.
Fucking energy
I
on stage,
totally agree.
man. Like be
You
happy,
can
be,
be-
there, be
dude,
excited,
and that's the
be
thing.
thankful. Like it's
You can be heavy
You see
as
it in
fuck.
people. You see
Yeah.
it right away. You see
Totally.
certain people that think you owe them something when you're a crowd, and then you see some bands that are just happy to be there. And just being happy to be there is what you need to be.
You can be heavy as fuck and still enjoy yourself. And I mean, truth
Yeah.
be told, like from our perspective, yeah, we're serious because serious in terms of I want to put on the best performance possible.
Yes.
I get that.
We're serious, but we fuck around a lot too because we're
Oh, yeah.
in between songs. We're always making comments to somebody in the
Yeah,
audience,
there's
like
always-
friends of ours or whatever.
So
we play a lot of shows with guys from other bands too. Like we
Yeah.
like that energy.
Yeah. And the
We
happy
like having
birth-
guys from
and
other
the happy
bands on
birth-
stage with us.
the
All the
happy
happy
birthday
birthdays,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we are, that, and I get that, right?
It's fun. I'd rather have fun on stage than
Go ahead,
be
yeah.
over serious. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I
like,
totally
oh,
agree.
I'm in a metal band. I gotta be fucking angry. It's like, no, man, I'm here to have a good time. You know.
Exactly. So, I mean, from our perspective, like I said, I know I'm stoked, and I think I speak for all of us when, you know, we're really excited for the 26th. We're going to try and
It's gonna be fun.
rock out with our cock out.
That's right. It's gonna be a good time.
And
GTs, man.
I got some beautiful underwear picked out for us.
so,
Nice.
before we end this mob,
Actually, hold up. I want to ask these guys a question
he
about
wants to
the
have
walk-in festival experience. Maybe
Oh,
you guys
fuck yeah.
want
Yeah.
to share a little bit of that.
Oh fuck! Don't get me
Just
started.
the overall experience.
let's
Yeah.
let's just talk about the overall experience. Let's
It was
talk
good.
about the details.
It was good. It was it was a good experience because it got us a lot of
Exposure.
exposure. You know, like publicity. Yeah, no, it was good. Like it definitely did. Like
So you guys made it.
for
You
us,
guys made it to the
overall.
finals for the walk-in.
Yeah, and that was pretty sweet. That was
The
pretty sweet.
finals, I mean, for me,
It was a
that
good
was, that was like a big thing. Like, just to have, thank you. I like beer. To make it to the finals was a big thing. When especially when we found out there was like 267 bands or something involved across Canada in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
To make it to the
That's pretty
top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We
excellent.
were,
That's crazy.
we were pretty blown away by that.
Would we do it again? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And you know, when I heard you guys made it that far, I was like, I'm not surprised. You guys are good. You present yourself.
Would
well
you
on
guys do it?
stage.
I think it was a huge professional thing. I think because of our experience, I think that's how we made it that far.
Okay.
And I think our stage presence had a lot to do with it. Because I mean, there were nights where we competed against bands and we were watching them and we're like, these guys are amazing.
fuck?
Look at how incredible they're technical, they're great, like they have the sound, like they played flawlessly.
Yeah.
But we would take that, just like we were talking about before, we would take that and put that into our energy on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
And I think that was really had a lot to do with, I mean, yeah, we've been playing for a long time and I think we play well, we play tight together, we know each other, but I think our energy is what...
There's still that fear that something can go wrong and you don't want
Oh,
it to.
of course,
But-
of course. Happens
always
all
does.
the time.
Yeah.
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 Like
Always
the greatest
does.
strain,
You know?
failure.
Fucking failure. It's always fucking.
Honestly, I can tell you because I think I saw 2 songs from was it Mutank that year,
Yeah, Mutant won
and it
that
was
year.
a very different genre feel. Let's say
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
because it was you guys in Burning Today,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, this one's gonna be tight.
And that neck of the woods was amazing.
Neck of the Woods
Next
was
to the
fucking
Woods from
awesome.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Shout out to
And
them. They just released their EP.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Fucking
Their
great.
singer is fucking super cool guy.
Oh yeah, dude.
I got a chance to talk to him.
Jeff's fucking wicked fucking guy.
And then I saw Mutank play, and I'm like, oh, and not like oh bad. It was like oh, this is Motorhead, and it wasn't a bad thing.
No, they were good.
They were good, but I was just like, hold on, you've got a certain echelon of band, let's say, and then this different genre or feel, and it really threw me for a curve that night.
Well, there was a dude that said it. I actually just spoke to him. We went to the finals this year. Greg and I. We went to the
Well,
finals.
did you guys go?
Yeah, we went and checked out the finals. We saw Vesperia win.
Those guys are excellent.
They were,
Vesperia
they,
won.
I
they
caught-
were- yeah, Vesperia won.
Wow.
They were
I caught
amazing.
those guys years ago, just like
Yeah, they were awesome.
middle of nowhere show kind of thing. I walked in, I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, these guys are good.
Yeah, Vesperia took it.
Yeah, they're really good. Like,
But I remember there was a guy outside who was talking to me, and I don't know his name, I don't know who he was, but he was just saying, he's like, I remember you guys from when you played last year. I'm like, oh yeah, and he's like, the Mutank one. And we're like, yeah. He's like, I get it. In 1980.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
It's,
And,
No,
and
no,
that's
they
not
were
even,
good,
I'm not trying to
They
talk
were
about
good.
it, but, oh, come on.
Wow.
But they were good.
You got nothing better, L? Yeah, whatever.
to each his own, right? Like,
Yeah.
I really
That's
think
not my fucking bean, alright?
Exactly.
I really think it comes down to a matter of preference.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down
No,
to.
they were a good band.
For what they played
were
and their
good.
style, they were fucking flawless. They were amazing.
Oh, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Well, who's to say what style is better and what's
But that's
Yeah,
why I
exactly,
don't like
exactly,
competitions because it's all a matter of taste, right?
It is.
I don't like competitions at all. Like
sometimes the band you don't think will win. ends
I
up
despise
fucking winning.
competitions,
So
battles,
Greg
and
It was.
part of
That's
the
the thing.
reason why we don't
It was hard to get used to. The,
Oh
the
yeah,
thing
no.
with- the thing with the
Nobody
finals
wants to
is
fucking be. Nobody wants to be in a competition against another band,
No,
especially
of
local
course
bands
not.
in your city.
And then I'd
Going
be
up against
embarrassed.
guys that you're actually friends with. It'd be
Yeah,
like
it's true.
If we went up against you guys, let's just say.
I would never see it that way, though.
You know what I'm
My
saying?
issue
Yeah, but
would
it's a little
be
awkward. Yeah.
It'd be awkward.
based on
Yeah.
It's
our
like,
abilities.
It-
the sound
there
we
is
have.
that.
It'd
If
be
they're
like
not
when
looking
Rocky
for
fought
that
Apollo, man.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but it was good because the guys from Burn of the Day, those fucking guys, we made a good relationship with
Never
them.
mind, they're still looking for a singer, aren't they?
Yeah.
I thought so, too.
well, like
They're fucking awesome.
the thing with the finals was that I liked about all the bands when we played is all the bands didn't even really give a shit. They were all just excited to be there for the
Yeah.
finals and playing the opera house. They weren't looking at us as competition. Like we were all hanging out, we were all talking, we were all drinking beers together. It's not like we're all on the other side of the room giving each other the evil eye.
No, yeah, exactly.
There was none of that.
It's like,
there
whatever,
was,
you're gonna
it was
play and
all,
that's
it was
it.
all good. Like we were
It was
like,
a good
especially
time. I got
respectful,
really
like,
hammered.
the band, dude, fucking another band that killed it that night was Exit
I got
Strategy
so
out of
drunk.
Calgary.
Yeah.
Exit Strategy was amazing.
Yes. Oh
They
fuck,
were
that's
fucking
yes.
amazing.
They were fucking really good. Really
By
good.
far, like the most experienced band out of anybody. that
Yeah,
played
they
that
were
night.
pretty solid. Actually, every band there was solid. You can't say that it wasn't.
I just
But
goes to show how
so
much
many of these
fucking-
guys were so happy to be in Toronto, like from Calgary, Vancouver, and stuff like that. They were just so happy. They're
But it's
like, "Here we
amazing to
are."
see how much fucking
This year's
talent is
battle.
out there.
This
man.
year's battle. Let's talk about this year's battle. This year's battle, I would say it was not as hyped up as last year's battle.
I didn't feel like it because it felt like the finals was here and
It
Well,
wasn't
it's
as
three or
hyped up
one.
as last year. It wasn't as hyped up. The whole thing, like the presentation of it, like was the same thing as last year. It didn't like really go any further. Like it didn't.
it didn't feel like it had pop.
Yeah, exactly. Like and even
There wasn't as many people there either. We were there.
That's what I'm saying. Like it didn't have as much people there. Like it didn't have as much whatever desire. Nobody really wanted to fucking go there this much as last year.
The hype wasn't
And
there.
we've talked
The
about
hype.
wasn't
we've
there.
talked about this before.
It wasn't there this year.
Even
So
as
what's
a-
next year gonna be
So
like?
one of the biggest issues that we've found.
Gave up, whatever. Desire. It's like,
One of the
I
issues.
couldn't fucking think of the word.
when he says it, I'm just whatever. Desire.
One of the issues that we found, and we've talked about it before, is like, you're working through all this shit, and the genre, like, the metal scene is so small in the city, and everyone gets so cliquish that you end up getting this, oh, no. You like thrash metal, and I don't listen to thrash metal, so I'm not going to go out and support the metal scene. Well, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, we're not big enough to sustain 6 genres running on their own.
You know what,
Right, so
man? I
there's-
think
there's
the
a
whole
lot of
genre thing is fucking stupid, anyways. Because like
I agree.
when I
Oh, I
write
totally agree.
when
I
I
agree.
write music, man, it's like I like to use different aspects of all
you're
different types.
Oh,
of
dude. Good bands are good bands.
That's right.
What you pull from
That's right.
is
If
your
I want
own
to fucking have a
personal-
little bit of a thrashy feel, if I want to have a little bit of a fucking speed fucking thing, whatever I feel like,
It's
a
what
breakdown, anything,
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Dude, you know how many times we sit here and we'll be talking about a part and we'll be like, we're trying to explain what feel we're talking about.
Right.
So we'll be like, no, man, like a Sepultura feel, or we'll be like, no, man, like a Slayer feel.
Yeah,
Okay. So the minute you do that, you kind of know.
Yeah.
Or Marco will be playing something, or he'll have an idea from a drum beat perspective.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, okay, yeah. So where's your head going? I don't know, just something a little more aggressive or a little faster. Like you start pulling from
Yeah, that's right.
the different feels. and
Different feels, exactly, and then that's how you write a song too, right? Like you get those.
I mean, as
those
technical as you can possibly be, you're always gonna pull from what drives you as an individual, right?
for sure. What you want to
But
hear.
I like the fact that bands sound different.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
everyone's got different influences, different.
Yeah, of
everyone's
course.
pulling from different sources,
course.
and
Well,
what you
all
get is
members-
what you
All
get.
members in the band. You say
Yeah,
you put
exactly.
5 members in the band. All those guys aren't going to be necessarily influenced by all the exact same.
No.
bands.
Yeah,
And
no.
like for me, like I've like not so much now, but when we first started out, like it was a big thing for me. Like I do what I do, and I do it because like that's the style that I fucking deliver. And a lot of people like so many negative comments about the vocalist, man. All the time, we go online. They're like, "Get a new vocalist. Get a new vocalist.
Really?
I hate your
Really,
vocalist. Get a new vocalist. Get a new vocalist." And I was just like, for a while there, it was kind of fucking hit the heart, and I was like, "Man, this sucks." Like everybody's like, "Oh, the music's amazing. The music's so cool, but there's your singer."
Really?
Finding
Really,
yeah,
yeah?
man, dead serious. We used to go through a lot of that when we first started out. And
But
then-
I mean, like that,
I
that's,
was- I
that's
was
all
on
coming
posting
from.
getting
But
a
listen,
guitar player,
but listen,
that's
that's
because I
all
wanna
coming
break out
from
the band.
people. That's all coming from people that don't really listen to metal though too. Like you got to think. Like there's people that don't understand. Like
Yeah, I don't know any of
streaming.
these people. None of us know these people. They might,
You know what I mean?
like, whatever.
Honestly,
jazz music.
I totally get it.
Yeah, but anyone that doesn't like metal will always say the same shit. Music's good, but I don't understand what they're saying. They always have a problem with metal vocals.
Every metal
Period.
band's heard it 1,000
Yeah,
times.
It's
exactly.
supposed to sound pretty, man, and clear. Like
It's
is what it is.
aggressive.
It's aggressive. Exactly.
How do you want to sing? Yeah,
It's
the
aggressive.
music's aggressive. The vocals have to match.
And
Has to
for
be
me,
aggressive.
and for me, like, I didn't change anything. I think I just got better.
These
Well,
are
that drives
people.
I just
These
got
are
better
peop-
at doing what I do. I
Yes.
just progressed and I worked harder at it.
Yeah,
and
sure.
like for me, like a big thing was, enunciation and how I pronounce things now is a lot. I'm not so muffled. I'm a little more clear. When I
you
first started,
have
I used
to
to
be,
cup
yeah.
the mic all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
do that anymore. There's no more cupping of the mic. So it's, and voices change and grow. And,
Yeah,
and,
exactly. It's a muscle,
and,
right?
and now, and especially like I've even had some people say like they've heard our recordings before. And they're like, oh, I don't like the vocalist, but then they've been to our live show and they've pulled me aside and go, I was that one that left that nasty comment about I hated your vocals, and then I saw you live and I was pretty blown away. And that changes everything right there. And a lot of times it is a live performance will change a person for sure. Like I hate that band, but you go and see them live. Change.
You can't always judge on a recording, man, because sometimes you don't capture the energy
Nelson
and all
and
that.
I
Right?
were fortunate enough to see a band that we like live, and I could not believe it was the same band that we were watching live. That I love their recordings, and I'm talking about a professional band. I'm not gonna mention names. Just But I was honestly, I looked at us. I'm like, this can't be who I think it
It
is.
was terrible.
It was the worst fucking thing I had ever heard in my life, and I
It's
thought,
like, well, what
there's
$1
where
million
the mind comes
in
to
the
play.
studio does.
Yeah.
Because that's where you see the bands that know how to play live versus the bands that don't.
That don't.
Yeah, what we saw that day
Oh, dude, that was so fucking
not
bad.
a live band.
Well, see, and that's like our drive. Our drive is a live show. We're not.
I'll tell you.
No,
after,
you guys
it
are
was
very
really
good
fucking
live.
bad.
You're everything. No, I like you guys. You guys are awesome.
Hey, you just got the Nelson seal of approval.
Oh,
I like you
Yeah,
guys.
because there's
That's
not.
the shit right there.
You notice?
And you did like a little snot. I like you.
Yeah.
Like a little
snap.
hiss before it.
Oh snap!
I'm looking forward to picking up that album, man. I really am.
No, there's a lot of bands that I won't stand in front of and watch because it's terrible. Sorry, but I like different styles. I'm dynamic that way. I'm open that way. Like I don't mind death metal to rock and roll. Just you got to sound good. You got to be tight and know what you're doing. Right? And some guys are
That's
like,
right.
it's
I've
not
had
my hair.
bands
gotta
that
be
really
captivating.
changed my mind the other way too, where I've heard their albums and heard the recordings and I didn't care for them.
And then
Yeah.
you watch
And
them
then I
live,
saw
and
them
you're
live
like,
and I was like,
Yeah,
holy
you're a live
fuck,
band.
man.
You're a live band.
Like, man, these guys are great.
Some
But-
bands are meant for the studio. They're meant for the stage,
Yeah.
and vice versa. right?
I've always been a fan of. I just actually went to the Anthrax show in.
oh, dude, they're
in
so much
Oshawa.
fun to watch.
And like I've always been an Anthrax fan. I've always liked Anthrax. I've always liked the recordings, but I was never like blown away by Anthrax.
They're fun live.
And then I saw Anthrax live, and I was like, "Fuck, I get it."
They are
They're
a lot of
I
fun live.
totally get the hype. I totally get
Oh, yeah.
why
Yeah, I
Anthrax
saw
is
them
like
live
one of the
too.
top four.
Molten
the big four.
Amphitheater, and it was like, yeah.
That they really do kill it
Yeah.
live, man.
No.
It was an impressive
like-
show.
it's
And even
like
Volbeat, I
Motorhead.
never really listened to Volbeat before. I've heard some of their songs and stuff like that before, and I was like, not really my cup of tea. But they put on a great live show too. Totally changed my mind on
They
it.
changed their style. Like their earlier stuff, they were like a metal band.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, and
Yeah,
they played a lot of their
and then they
older
switched
stuff.
over to more commercial stuff. But
Yeah.
their older stuff, they were pretty heavy.
But they're a solid.
But they've
live
changed,
band.
yeah.
They're a really good live band, and I never would have I wouldn't have gone to see Volbeat. I went to see Anthrax. I had the opportunity to go see Anthrax, and Volbeat
They were there,
actually,
and you were like, oh.
yeah, Volbeat headlined it, and
Sweet, man.
I have nothing negative to say. I was pretty impressed, man. They put on a good show.
So June 26th. This is it, boys.
Yes.
This is the end.
This
is the end.
no, we're not. That's a long fucking song.
7 more beers. Right?
So June 26th, it'll be a good fucking time. The Rock Pile, My Hollow, CD release on Borrowed Time, Desolate Rage,
Yep.
Christ Complex, Draft, and Second Nature. Should be a fucking party and a half.
I'll wear a
No.
bunny suit.
It's nice. Now, normally at the end of our racecast, we usually play one of our songs. But since you guys are here tonight, and since we thought it would be fitting that, well, fuck, if My Hollow's going to be
Cross-promotional,
here,
buddy.
And, you know, we always like doing a little bit of, you know, I scratch your back, you suck my dick.
My balls just tingled.
I would hope so.
I'm getting warmed up.
I'm only going to scratch your back, though.
Yeah, no.
And then you're going to suck my dick.
Oh.
Wait.
Not with any of us around. That's,
No, I'm just saying.
No, we gotta film this.
So anyway,
YouTube that shit.
since, like I said, we normally play one of ours, we thought it'd be fitting we play one of yours. So if you listen to our Ragecast on YouTube, they're going to get On Borrowed Time. They're going to get the video On Borrowed Time.
Yeah.
So at the end of the Ragecast, we'll play the On Borrowed Time video since it released today.
Beautiful. Sweet.
But if you guys want to do something different, we can. Let's. You guys want to switch it up, and then if you subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, which you can, we'll play another song from On Borrowed Time, or we'll do the On Borrowed Time. It's really your call. We'll leave it to you guys.
We could do another song.
You guys want to do another song?
Yeah, we could do a little. I don't know, maybe a little. We got a song on there called "History of Violence." It's a new song that no one's. I mean, we'll be we'll be playing it at the release show, but it's
we'll be playing the whole fucking album.
no one's actually ever heard the finished
Product?
So,
All right.
yeah.
So then we'll do, if you watch it on YouTube, or if you listen to it, you'll see the On Borrowed Time video, which dropped today. So
Fucking
that's pretty
right.
cool. It's a fucking awesome video. If you guys get a chance, you can see how trash the Graham is after all that whiskey.
Everybody dies.
Everybody
dies in the end. Oh, did I just give that shit away?
Oh, yeah. And, as always, if you subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, which you can, you'll get the history of violence. So,
Fucking right.
you get a fucking twofer.
Yeah.
Your choice.
That's
You
a sweet
pick.
deal.
You pick which avenue you want to go.
That's a sweet deal for just clicking some fucking buttons.
Yeah, no shit. Go to iTunes, search for Desolate Rage. You get our podcast, and you guys actually made it to the silver episode. This is our 10th episode, man.
God
So,
damn.
Fucking right.
I told you it's a special day.
Do I get a medal?
You do.
This is
Happy day.
it's an honor.
No, fuck you. Honestly,
Thanks for having us, guys.
no, we appreciate
Wow,
it.
what a beautiful question. Glad you asked it.
So, as always, I am still George Souza.
Nelson Philippe.
Marco Norano.
Yeah.
Every episode.
You're just fucking yeah?
Yeah.
You're the fucking yeah man.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah man.
Yeah.
And our special guest today we have.
Good Gallagher from My Hollow.
And Graham Goodrow from My Hollow.
So, we're going to leave you guys with. What song?
Song, not video.
What song?
Song, History of Violence.
And the video is On Borrowed Time. We'll see you on the 26th of June. Thanks everyone for listening. Cheers.
Peace out.
want your money, you'll have to pay me for it.
Come on, that wasn't fair.
Gentlemen, I brought you all here because you have a problem, and I'd like to fix it. Now, one of you is going to leave here a very rich man. As for the others,